performance. It is over 600,000 LED bulbs dancing and dazzling just for you folks tonight. But unfortunately, we had a little bit of a problem right before we started. You know, with all those bulbs, it's easy to see how, you know, one might need a replacement. Thankfully, I have some new friends up on the Plank Road Brewery. Let's wave to them. Hi there, folks. Can you introduce yourselves? Where are you from?
Milwaukee, Wisconsin.
Howdy, neighbor. What's your name?
Bryn Halen.
And Lennon. Well, hi there, folks. Thank you guys so much for your help. You're going to help us to screw in the very final bulb to make all of this work. But folks here on the street, I think we could give them a little encouragement. But first, how about an enthusiasm check? Oh, yeah. Okay, are you guys ready? All right, let's give them a countdown from 5. Ready? 5,
4, 3, 2, 1.
Awesome. Well, I do see some new faces in the crowd, so if you want the whole Holiday Lights Tour experience, please make your way down the valley and swing a left into the visitor center. We'll get you registered for the whole thing. But hey, touring humans, on my tour, we have some history in store. Can I get an enthusiasm check? Awesome. Well, follow me. We're going to make our way into the caves. Come on. Oh, that was really neat. You guys are pretty good at that. Welcome to the caves. Now, I bet you didn't think today that you'd be standing with 134 other people in a refrigerator, but that's kind of where we are right now. In fact, these caves were dug by hand in 1849 by workers of the first people trying to make beer here. That would be some people named Charles Best and Gustav Fine. Unfortunately, although they tried their best, it didn't work out so fine. I'm sorry, the joke's in my contract, but the failed Watertown Plank Road Brewery that you just saw that wonderful dazzling light show display was their design. Of course, it did go out of business just 5 years after they opened, but that was great for Fred because he was able to pick up the whole property for paying only $2,070. So, again, this was 1855, but if you adjust for inflation, that's still like $62,000, so a pretty good return on investment, don't you think? All the 8-year-olds and below are like, what the heck are you talking about? Anyway, I'll just let you know here, folks, that, well, it might not look at it, but you are standing in kind of one of the very first walk-in coolers ever. Now, this is where we used to keep the beer nice and cold. When I say the beer, I mean up to 12,000 barrels at one time. Now, on your way out, take a look at when you make your way just before you get out of here. There is a nice man, well, a mannequin with a giant block of ice. Has anyone seen the movie Frozen? Yes, okay. In the very beginning of that movie, it opens with people carving giant blocks of ice. Well, that's what we used to do, and we'd take that frozen ice from the winter months and we'd stack it up to the ceiling, and that's how we kept all 12,000 barrels nice and cool at like 36 degrees, even in the middle of July. So, this was basically a refrigerator, because those didn't exist when we started making beer. That was that long ago. Also, some of the workers that used to be here were called coopers. There is a shadow of a man, obscured probably for many people in here, but way deep in the back in the left, there's a darkened man who I've affectionately nicknamed Mr. Bradley the Cooper, because I think that's pretty funny. That joke makes more sense if you understand that Bradley Cooper is an actor, and also the people who made the barrels were called coopers. You can see some of their tools on the wall to the left. Now, these were found in the caves when we reopened them for the first time after about 50 years. That's because when refrigerators were invented, we were so excited that we didn't have to carry all that heavy ice that we just shut these caves up and we didn't come back for 50 years. But when we did, we not only found those tools on the wall, which I think are pretty cool, we also found out that, unfortunately, up to 90% of our caves in those 50 years, when we weren't really doing anything to, no cave checkups or anything, well, we found out that they had all caved in, or at least 90% of them. So, in fact, you're standing in all we have left. But I think it makes them kind of exclusive. In fact, some of the best parties in town happen right here. So if you ever get an invite, come on down to the cave. One or two needs a little extra help, and that's why I have a very special family here to help us out. Everyone wave hi to the Boone family. Hi, guys. Can you introduce yourselves?
My name is Emmett. My name is Ella.
Robin.
Scott.
And where are you guys from?
Greenfield.
Okay, well, do you think you can help us start the show?
Yeah.
Okay, wonderful. Well, I think we need to help them too. So, here on the street, they are going to be screwing in the final light bulb to kickstart the show, but I think we could give them an encouragement. So if you look up at the windows of that Plank Road Brewery, we're going to start counting down from 5. Ready?